So now we're on volume, and volume communicates power. At the school I used to be at, you got evaluated every 2 years. And my first 2-year evaluation, so what happens is people come and sit into your classes and they review with you how your teaching's going. And I had very positive reviews, but the big thing that they told me to work on was, they said, you're so loud. You are so loud, and especially in your 8 a.m. classes. Because your 8 a.m. classes don't participate as much. And so you'll ask them questions, and if they don't participate, you just get louder and louder. Because you don't think they can hear you. They can hear you, they're just not participating. Right? So it's not always when someone is talking over us, that's often a time when we get louder, but it can be even when people are silent. Right? This idea of we use volume because we want people to hear us. Now, for the most part, getting louder is associated with that, and getting quieter, right, is associated with losing that. Bless you. But at times, basically the rules that go with that can be movable or broken. Same with pitch, right? I need someone to fake fight with me. Someone who wants to yell a little bit. All you have to do is say yes or no, and you get to pick which one. It's really easy.
Three, two, one, those goes.
Thank you so much. I was getting really close to sending you all home in a ball of fiery rage. I'm dead serious, and if you don't want to be here, pack up and leave. I have taken attendance. You're fine. You can get credit for the day. If you don't want to learn this and don't want to participate, go home, because I don't want to teach you. Great. Would you like yes or no? Okay, great. So we're going to argue. Your only line is yes, my only line is no. Are you ready? And we're going to see who wins, right? Okay, good. You start.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so do you hear how, right, like the getting louder, but then that quiet can be used to assert that power? I like to think of like when your parents are yelling at you and like shit really doesn't hit the fan until they stop yelling. Megan Marie or Chelsea, go over here right now. Right? that's when it starts, right? So that thank you so much, Adam. I really appreciate it. It's so much more fun when there's help. So that power, right, for the most part is linked to volume getting louder, but that quietness can be used other ways, right? Any questions on volume, rate, or pitch? And I want to make this really clear, because I think in the past, when I've taught this, I don't always make this super clear. Do you see how these deal with words and sounds? So these can be used with verbal and oral. A quick shout out to nonverbal. Did anybody catch in the nonverbal reading what these are called? They're like a supplement to language. They're called paralanguage in nonverbal communication. Meaning that they help determine what the language means. Paralanguage. That's like you all oohed at me when I said, Rebecca, I like your sweatshirt. Because you were like, she's a mean girl. Right? Like, same words as Rebecca, I like your sweatshirt. Not a mean girl, right? Because when the paralanguage changes, it changes the meaning. These two only deal with verbal. Articulation is the way the words come out of your mouth. Whenever I'm coaching, at one time when I was coaching high school, I had this student, she happened to be female, and she had a hard time. She often got comments on her ballots that she was mumbly. And she really wanted to get better at that. And I said, take a pen. But if I work very hard, you can understand what I'm saying around the pen. Look, I can go all the way out in the hallway. You'll still be able to hang up. Can you understand me? My favorite color is purple. What's my favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. See? And it's because I'm working very hard with my pen in my mouth. You try it. Go ahead, take a pen. Wipe it off. Try it. You gotta work, but then you'll feel it. Go ahead, we're all gonna say the Pledge of Allegiance together. It'll be fun. Now the trick is, if you really want to get better at articulation, don't take the pen out once you're done. Take it out while you're talking so you can feel the difference. Okay, ready? All right, take their pen and follow me so you know when to take it out. Everybody know the Pledge of Allegiance? Really? How about ring around the rosy? Do we know that?
I know the first word.
Great. Perfect. That's all you need. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Do you feel how it how it teaches your mouth how the words to come out, how it changes that? Pronunciation. Quick change. Pronunciation. I just get so excited teaching vocalics. Pronunciation is articulation plus culture. Or as my friend Jim, when he teaches this, says, pronunciation is the reason why I never get laid at parties if there's an Australian person there. How many of you are have the debate over certain words? How certain words are said? Like what?
Soda and pop?
Yeah, I'm more thinking like milk and milk.
Yeah.
Bag.
Fargo.
What?
Fargo.
Fargo versus what? Fargo?
Roof and roof.
Yeah, roof and roof. Yeah.
Theater.
My friends in college, I went to college in Illinois, and I'm from southern Wisconsin, and my friends always joked that they forgot I was from Wisconsin until I was on the phone with my mom. And then they said, oh my God, your Wisconsin accent comes out, because you'll be on the phone with your mom, and you'll be going, no, Mom, it's not about that, right? So how the words come out of your mouth plus the culture, right? You're often hear the concept of accent. It's actually the term that is more appropriate for that is dialect, right? So where you are and how culture has impacted articulation. So these ones, obviously, are only verbal. Pronunciation and articulation only happen when you have language. So none of this by any means is rocket science, right? I mean, how many of you, like this, have heard of stuff like this? It makes sense. But notice how studying it is going to help you know what you're communicating and how you're communicating it. Any questions on vocalics? Great. Vocalics over.